All right, mate, here we are. So a couple of months ago, I got a digital subscription to Trains magazine. And as part of that subscription, I got access to their back catalogue. So on a wet and rainy Sunday morning, I picked a year at random, 1954, found a cover I liked and flicked through a few pages and found this absolute gem of a photograph. The title, of course, caught my eye, Tractive Effort, right? Because who doesn't like tractive effort? It's a link. The blurb also, pretty evocative of that period in the mid-1950s where steam is clearly on its way out. The railroad and the setting also caught my eye because every train book I read as a child seemed to feature the Union Pacific Railroad in one form or another. And in all the many, many words written about that railroad, three spring to mind: Transcontinental, Sherman Hill, and Big Boy. And in terms of this particular photograph, 2 out of 3 is pretty good. In my local steam tradition here in New Zealand, we peaked with 8 coupled locomotives. So seeing these wheel arrangements, 210-2, 410-2, 412-2, which is frankly insane, and 4664 are wheel arrangements of locomotive lore and legend from my point of view. Now that's on the face of the photograph, but if you scratch below the surface, you'll see that these 4 locomotives represent the lineage that led to the Big Boy. And that lineage occurred in the context of Sherman Hill. So over the next few weeks when I get a chance, I'm going to put together some episodes, starting with the hill, Sherman Hill, then looking at the Santa Fe type, the 210-2, although on the Union Pacific, this type was called the TTT. Then looking at the 410-2, the Southern Pacific type, but again on the Union Pacific, these types were called the Overland. Then came the 412-2, Union Pacific were the only road to use that type, and they of course rightfully named it after themselves, the Union Pacific type. Then I'll have a look at the Challenger, that important step that immediately preceded the development of the Big Boy. And finally have a look at the context of this photograph as it stood in 1954 with steam clearly on the way out and diesel clearly ascendant. And that for these locomotives so pictured, it's simply a matter of time before they shuffle off the active roster and into non-existence. Alright, so that's the plan. Check on back. In the meantime, like, subscribe, enjoy. Cheers. See you later.